I bet some of you have been wondering where I've been this past month. I know that the last time that I did a video, the last image was me hanging up my hat, the vintage, the classic driftwood hat. And I know to some, that's probably a form of retirement. And I'm not saying that I'm retiring or anything like that. That's still up in the air. You know, that's still like maybe in the future plans. I don't really quite know what I plan on doing, if I'm coming back or not, full time or anything like that. But what I want to say is I want to peel back the curtain for a little bit right now. Because I want to say something. Over these past few years, I've been dealing with a lot of shit. I've been dealing with a lot of trolls. I've been dealing with a lot of ignorant people that don't really know what people like, how people like me, people, artists like me, young artists like me, what we struggle with and what we deal with. Because some of us, speaking from experience, we struggle with mental health. We struggle with depression. We struggle with anxiety. We struggle with low self esteem, self worth, and all that stuff. And every day, sometimes some of us get teared down for no reason. Even when we're trying to express ourselves and show the world what we can do and what we can be, we're teared down and torn apart for no reason. And we're, being thrown these labels and these assumptions that that sometimes our mental health is worse than it actually is. That some of us need to be in therapy and all that shit. But the thing is, you know, trolls, they don't know what people like me, what we struggle with every day. It's an everyday fucking battle. And, some of us can't handle that shit. Some of us, sometimes, we fall deeper and deeper and deeper. And that's the reason why I do what I do, is to help people that struggle with that. And to relate with people that struggle with, mental health. Because we all struggle with, something. We might not be out in the open like I am right now. I don't do, I don't come out and say this. I try to keep, my, I try to keep my professional life and my personal life, my life, behind this camera separate. But it's hard when it feels like trolls want to dig deeper into what they don't really know. You know, they want to play this little mind game. They want to play these games like they know what the person is struggling with when they don't. You know, I, you know, I get, every time I step in front of the camera, I try to give everybody a show. I try to give everybody the best version of me that I can. No matter if I'm playing a character or not, no matter if I'm Isaac Driftwood or not, it shouldn't matter, because I am trying to give, I'm trying to help this world, and I'm trying to help mostly anybody that is probably struggling with anything, or maybe struggling with anything in their life, and I'm trying to take them away from that, maybe, and give them something, maybe a form of entertainment, and take their mind away from maybe what they're struggling with. It doesn't matter. We're all human, and we all, we know what it's probably like to struggle with, mentally, and struggle with shit, and struggle with everyday life. And sometimes it's hard to turn that one side of our brain off when sometimes trolls want to dig deeper and deeper and deep into our hearts and just pull them out like every single day. There's been times where my heart has literally been ripped out of me for no reason. And I try to be professional. I try to keep it all inside, but it's hard because every time I, leave this camera, every time I leave, the stage, per se, sometimes I'm an emotional wreck because I don't know what the fuck I did, you know, and I know I need to not think like that because, there's a part of me that is a little bit of a pessimist, and I try not to be, but it's hard when every day I'm being, mentally slammed on the ground constantly over and over and over and over and over again for no fucking reason. And it really needs to stop. And I'm not just saying this to me. I'm not saying this for future, in the future. I'm saying this to everybody, for any young artist that is dealing with this, try, my heart goes out to you. And, we all need to be kind and nicer to each other. And we need to help each other when we're being kicked down. Doesn't matter what we're struggling with. We all need to be there for each other. This world's a very fucked up place. And we need to learn to make sure that we all are okay. Be nicer to each other. Be kinder to each other. Help each other out. Okay? I want the world to open their eyes. I want all the sheep and the trolls to open their eyes and realize that what they're doing isn't right. That we shouldn't all be doing this to each other. We should all be kind and respect each other and learn to love one another, not fucking tear each other down. So that's all I'm going to say.